From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
You're listening to JoCo Community Radio.
Well, hello and welcome to the Jobfather, the Job Search Networking show. We are happy to be here on this beautiful, cold, random, lovely Texas Friday. 80 degrees yesterday, 43 degrees today. Living the
Sound
good
like
life over
Texas.
here. Yes, Texas. But we want to give a big shout out to Tiff and the NTX radio show that serves all of North Texas. We can be heard all over the US and the world by tuning into the NTX radio app, available on Android, iOS devices, Apple CarPlay, or just ask Alexa to play NTX radio. Check up this lineup and more by going to ntxradio.com. Well, I hope you guys are having a great day thus far. We have a great lineup and a great show for you.
It's Friday. We're about to
It
start
is.
this weekend. Come on, y'all. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I am Foster Williams, guys. I am the job father, and I am going to attempt to be humorous and share good information for you guys and know this show is designed for job seekers to hear the right thing. I'm excited that we've got Jim McConnell and we've got Desiree Martinez with us today. And you know what? Jim is going to be telling us about a lot of the scams and stuff that we need to. You guys won't believe it. There continue to be new scams. Jim and I were talking the other day about I think we're going to cover the first thing we're going to cover is 3 new scams. But before we do, I want to share a really good job with you guys. This one I'm excited about. A friend of mine, guys, over in the Dallas side of things, there is a French company that I guess you could say this company architects high-end building things. A lot of you people that are building new office buildings, and y'all got crazy water flowing through it and all kind of real neat stuff. They architect that kind of stuff that for office buildings and homes and things like that. They are in need of a salesperson, a hunter salesperson, not a farmer. They want somebody to go out there and hunt and tell everybody, hey, we build really, really neat things for you guys if you're building a new house or a new office or something like that. And this is a well compensated position. So I want you guys to contact me. It's a good friend of mine that's a general manager of this company. And I told him that we've got the biggest network that I know anything about, and we will just let everybody know. So even if you are not in Texas, you might want to be interested in this job, because this obviously sales job is something that you can do from remote status. So guys, my email address is foster.williams@sbcglobal.net. My phone number, 214-728-6930. Now, here's the cool thing. You don't even have to be connected with me on LinkedIn. I've got all my information to contact me out there on my LinkedIn. So if we are not connected, you can still call me, send me an email, say, Foster, let's talk about the job. But you do have to be a hunter type of salesperson for this opportunity. So we'll be talking about that. It's a really neat company. I didn't even know companies did that kind of thing. So my buddy Charles is working over at that company. So, okay, guys, that is my job. Dana's not going to be with us today. We've got Mez, thank goodness. And Mez is not going to be on camera. Her camera thing that is not working. So Dana told me to tell everybody, hey, network out there. And I always start the show off with a dad joke. I'm going to try to make y'all laugh. I'm going to get in trouble with this one, Jim. Oh, my God. So, there you go. So, okay, guys, what is 12 feet long and has 2 teeth? Desiree and Jim, you guys got any idea? Oh, I'm getting loads of trouble when I tell y'all the answer. Okay. The cotton candy line at the West Virginia State Fair. Thanks, Maz. Okay. enough of that. I know you guys are laughing. You're probably laughing at me. You're probably rolling your eyes in your head saying, oh my God, there goes Foster with this stuff again. I am a dad. I am qualified to tell you guys dad jokes.
I'm having internet, something like that. So.
Uh-oh, you were saying something and
You
it
guys hear
cut
me?
off.
Yeah, I did. My internet or something's going on with this. Technology is lovely if it works, but I didn't even hear the dad joke, so I'm probably gonna not like it. But we love you anyway, Foster.
No, you'll go. You spend so much time with me, Mez, it won't surprise you that I even said that.
Yeah.
But we're moving on to Jim. Jim, what? Tell us. Let's talk about these scams that are out there. What are the latest scams?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got new scams going on. Jim is a very good person to keep up with this kind of stuff. He understands it. He don't like it. And tell us about the latest scams, Jim. Jim's been on the show before.
Absolutely. No, I was on the other side, so landed a little bit at the end of last year. So yeah, it's Foster. It's a ever evolving. Criminals evolve, both in the physical realm and in the cyber realm, and in this realm also. So they're evolving. As y'all know, I do a class for groups around recruiter and job scams. We're going to be doing it at South Lake Focus Group next week.
Oh, it'd be next week. Okay.
We're going to be doing it live there. But here are three that when I presented this about a week ago, these were not on that presentation. That's how recent this is. So number one, recruiter contacts you, says, hey, you're the greatest thing in the world. Here's the greatest job in the world. And then they send you a link to a Microsoft Teams link that's legitimate. The link itself is real. Yeah. But when you go to there, that is their documentation specialist that collects your documents for you live. And it goes to an individual that is sitting there on Teams on the adversary side, and they then connect to you and say, how you doing, Mr. McConnell? Thank you for being interested in this job. If you could just attach your resume right here and all your other documents, etc. So this is their pre-ATS, drop all your documents. But it's interesting because they're sending you a legitimate link on Teams that looks all normal type thing. And of course, it originated from a fraudster. The person you're talking to on Teams is a fraudster. So that's the latest one there, Foster. Number two is all these wonderful webinars out there about finding a job and helping you recruiters. Well, they are inserting themselves into those webinars. And they are not real quiet. They're pretty quiet inside the webinar, particularly LinkedIn streamed webinars, because you have more information there. And you're generally not anonymous. And they, when that webinar is done, they have collected all the names on that list of attendees. And I was on one a few weeks ago, and 3 fraudulent recruiters contacted me within probably a couple of hours. Hey, Mr. McConnell, how you doing? Saw you on the webinar earlier today. Love to talk to you about opportunities. Blah, 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 blah. So they are inserted into these high trust environments like Jobseeker webinars. So that's number 2. Number 3 is I got an email the other day from a fraudster and says, we would like to, quote unquote, lease your LinkedIn profile.
What?
And when we lease your LinkedIn profile, we will enhance it. We will start sending out messages for you. We will improve your profile. All you've got to do is just turn over your profile for a few weeks, and we will enhance your environment out there. And so, and we want to do. The only thing we ask is we allow us to do a little bit of advertising for our products and services. But we will enhance your LinkedIn profile if you will lease it to it. So, Foster, those are the 3 coming out right now.
How in the world is anybody going to enhance you and they don't know you?
Well, and as I say, Foster, in my class and everywhere else, The only reason they do these and new ones and stuff like that is because somebody has fallen victim and it's worked.
Yeah, it does keep working. I keep seeing some of that old stuff with people that are overseas talking about, oh, we just had this big money, bunch of money just came into the bank. It's got your name on it, and we need all your personal information. So, job seeker, not just job seekers, but anybody listening, guys, the fraudsters that Jim is referring to seem to always be trying to get our personal information. And apparently it's working. I mean, I know Denise is not falling for that kind of stuff. Denise is smarter than they are. But you know what? Do not ever give your personal information. Now, Jim, I thought about you. I saw a job posting yesterday that stated at the end of the job posting, said, we will never ask for your personal information until we've agreed on you coming to work here, and we've done the official paperwork for you to come to work for this company. We'll never ask for your personal information until that pops out. I thought that was interesting. I said, I need to call Jim, but it was too late. You know, I stay up late at night. And it's interesting how innovative a lot of these fraudsters are. I like that word. I don't like the word fraudster. I hate to use it, but that's a good word to use.
They're a criminal.
They are criminal. That's exactly what they are. And they've done some awesome work for trying to find different ways to get our personal information. And but it's still, I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world, but I can smell it when somebody's trying to get my personal information and I don't want to give it.
Yeah, it's really it comes down to, one, they've got time, more time than we do. And two is we're under stress as job seekers and HR recruiters. We're under stress to get things done. And so our guard is down a little bit. And I understand that. I have been there recently.
Yeah.
And so it's really around exploiting that stress inducement that's going on in our lives.
Yeah, I can understand that. I call that praying.
Yeah.
Prey on job seekers, because guys, here's the deal. God has told us many, many times that he's going to take care of us, and he's proved it. And we go through life, we try to learn how to trust him. Oh my goodness, things just show up out of nowhere. You would really be surprised. So the thing about it is, guys, when we don't have a job, yes, we're stressed. We're exactly what Jim just said. Do not make decisions. Do not make those emotional decisions in your job search behind being stressed. Now, I'm going to go one more step in what I'm talking about is, y'all, stop applying for these jobs that you know that the hiring manager, the recruiter is not going to call you for. You don't have the experience. You need a job. You need the money coming in. I understand, but you need the right type of money coming in, the amount of money that supports your lifestyle, your children, your family unit, whatever that looks like. That's what we need. And it's driven frustration, because all I do is talk to job seekers every day about what's going on and the pitfalls of the job market and all that sort of thing. A lot of those pitfalls are not in the job market. They're with us because we're panicking and we're freaking out. If you apply for something, there are people who told me, Foster, I've applied for 100 jobs and I've only heard something back from 2 of them, and it was an automated thing. And frustration builds, guys. Let's not build our own frustration. Let's not help the frustration demon.
Yeah, we can't machine gun every job out there, right? We gotta pick our target.
Have to rejoin too. So it looks like we may have lost complete internet there for a moment. Gotta love the internet.
Technology. Yeah.
If it works, it's great. So are we live or no?
We are live again, and I'm just
guys,
waiting on Foster to rejoin. So Mez, why don't you just take over? Or I think Tim, you were in the middle of talking.
Yeah, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no,
no
it's
spraying.
okay.
We're no spraying and praying.
I when I first entered the job market, I was like, I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up. And I think we're going to talk about this a little bit later. And so I was like, you know what? Anything that kind of fits, we're applying. And I decided, recently that I need to focus more on where I want to be and not, my past mistakes.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, because you're stressed. Everybody's stressed out. We don't talk about the emotional side, and then we have these fraudsters that are taking advantage of our emotions, our circumstances, and they are just running with it. So recently, it's kind of funny you mentioned the whole LinkedIn thing. I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, when I log in and starting the show, my complete LinkedIn account is gone. Like completely gone. I'm like, okay, last week it was there. I'm not on there all the time, but now because LinkedIn doesn't have a customer service number, so I'm completely locked out. And I even tried to sign up for a new account so I can talk to somebody, and they won't even let me sign up with a new account with a completely different email. So it's real. I'm literally being affected by it right now, and I'm not in the job market right now. But I'm here to support everybody. Obviously, Foster's here to support everybody. This happened to Foster too. So LinkedIn, as much as we think of it as a professional, it is professional, kind of like dating site, but it is. That's basically what we're doing. We're professional.
Mez, if you still have problems getting a hold of them, give me a contact.
Yeah, I will. I'm actually on my phone right now. I'm going to try, since we have Foster back, I'm going to try to log in with my computer so I can actually type in the chat, because I can't do it on my phone. But yeah, it's insane how technology, we depend on it so much.
We do.
And humans are still going to be human, though. There's still going to be scams out there. There's still going to be utilization of people's worst points in their life.
Hey, Gerald said something about a fraudulent software that allows job seekers to apply to hundreds of jobs a day.
Yep,
Gerald,
I've seen that too.
Yeah, Gerald, I saw that I looked at 23 different companies that do that. 80% of those were overseas in very interesting countries.
Oh,
yes. Pakistan, India. There's a couple more.
I get a little nervous when I see certain things coming in from overseas. I shouldn't. Now, here's something to think about, guys. And it's nothing against people that are overseas. If we were overseas, we wouldn't want people doing us bad. But the relationship, of course, you knew that I was going to talk about that. You know how Dana and I are about relationships. But if a person is not here, if they're representing a company, if they're representing an opportunity, and they're not here in the United States, you want to make sure, you want to ask pertinent questions. You want to make sure that they have a relationship enough to be able to represent you to someone. Because I've been recruiting. I won't tell y'all how long I've been recruiting. You know, I'm a dinosaur, but I hadn't figured out what kind of dinosaur. Anyway, but guys, if
I'm a unicorn. So
are you a unicorn?
I am.
I think I'm a Therizinosaurus. How about that? So
there you go.
Y'all can tell I'm nerdy. But guys, if that relationship doesn't exist, how is Foster going to represent your candidacy for a position at Jim's company? How am I going to represent you to Jim if you are not here and you're not able to convince Jim that I have a relationship with Jim? How in the world is all of that going to come together? Now, I'm not saying, guys, I have not seen that. I've got a good friend, Pankaj Kumar, that is over in India, and he was here for I think 16 years a while back, and he built a company called Millennium Software, and he built relationships with a number of companies. Now, Pankaj is over. I think he's working for Tata Consultancy now, Jim. You remember Tata Consultancy? Yeah.
Yeah, Tata.
Tata.
TCS. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And he is over in India, and he has wonderful connections. And people trust Pankaj like
to the nth degree. And so, but you know what? When you're talking with pockets, you don't really have to ask him questions. He'll tell you how he has a relationship. He'll tell you who he's got a relationship with. He'll tell you how we are going to get Desiree in this job. So, uh, there you go. Now, if they're able to do that and confirm that relationship, then you're going to get somewhere. Otherwise, you're going to be spinning wheels. I mean, at best, you'll be spinning wheels.
And I know you guys have probably talked about this, but every time you turn that open to work banner on, you get like 25 scammers minimum that want to review your resume, and they have the perfect job for you,
no.
but it's horrible, it doesn't pass ATS. And I'm like, I already ran it through ChatGPT, I know it passes ATS. And they're like, when's the last time you updated your resume? And I'm like, yesterday.
I turn it on just to get more content for my presentation and training. It's fun.
There you go.
I like Pete Hernandez, and I love the green ring. But you know what? I didn't know that kind of stuff happens when you turn on the green ring.
Yeah, every scammer in the world. I literally turned mine on. I turn mine on and off like every so often just to kind of refresh where I am on the list. And I'll get the first 50 people I just assume are scammers now. I used to review them and be like, okay, it says they're a recruiter, maybe, but now I just, yeah. We cannot hear you, Mez. Sorry.
Yeah, Mez, we can't hear you.
But yeah, no, I the first 50 or so I go through and it's like, can I get your resume? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. You can kind of feel them, when they reach out to you. You can kind of feel, oh, this isn't going anywhere I want to go. It's funny. So, guys, if you feel that way,
Yeah.
it's a scam. Probably.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably if you feel
I'm not
funny,
talking
you shouldn't go. Hey, there's
Okay.
Maz. I can hear Maz.
Guys,
We can hear you now, Mez.
Well, kinda,
Sort
a
of.
lot of times.
sorta. No, Maz,
You're breaking up.
it's cutting in and out. It sounds
wanna-
like it might be a cell phone issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to, while we're talking about this, I want to apologize to all of our listeners that are chiming in on the chat. I am not able to see the chat since I had to pop off and pop back on. So, guys, I know a lot of you guys are asking questions. A lot of you guys are making comments. I can't see them, so I'm not ignoring you. Normally I would be engaging with you guys. So I can't see the chat. So today I want to apologize to you guys for that, but stay with us because I mean we're constantly we're just talking about these scams so Jim, a question for you. Uh what are some of the older scams that are out there that people are a lot of people that are listening to us probably have been through those scams?
Yeah. So kind of the normal ones are a person that has taken over or copied a legitimate LinkedIn profile of an HR recruiter. I had one of those recently, and they will impersonate them, and then of course offering the perfect job. And what the adversaries are doing is sometimes they'll download your profile on LinkedIn. And they will go to AI and say, create a $500,000 a year senior executive job posting, and they'll send it to you and say, look at this job that we have. And you can tell in there of whether it's an acronym or some word that you use that they got it from you. So creating that perfect job for you to, again, convince you to that. So that's an old one that's still going on there. The other one is, have we met somewhere at a conference recently? Were you in San Francisco? And so much to the level of, hey, I'm going to be in Dallas. Would you like to grab a cup of coffee or dinner? I'd like to catch up with you. That conference was great. And of course, I wasn't at the conference. So those are a couple that are still playing around.
You guys are going to have to help me because Desiree and I were talking about it the other day. Now, all of a sudden, I can't think of the name of where I'm trying to go, but there is a software that a lot of people use that you can call and talk to folks overseas and not have these outrageous charges and all that kind of thing. I can't think of that software.
It's WhatsApp, probably.
WhatsApp. That's it. WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Now, guys, from what I'm understanding, I want Jim's feedback on this. A lot of recruiters are reaching out on WhatsApp.
So are the fraudsters.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
with more
Hang out
Jim.
with us.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
We are back, job seekers. I'm going to ask. Oh, there's Maz. I don't want to cut you off, Maz, if you were about to kick in with something.
Oh no, I was just gonna welcome back everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are not gonna quit because the devil wants to put a damper on our parade. It ain't gonna happen today.
Ain't gonna happen today.
Absolutely not. We got to do the prayer too. Get these demons out of here.
Yeah, you know what? That may be why things are going wonky because we didn't do our prayer. Okay, guys, bear with us real quick. We want to go to God and we want to ask. He's going to be the one to give us all the stuff anyway, so we need to be asking him stuff. All right. Father God, we are thankful that Jim and Desiree could join us today. We thank you for another day that wasn't promised to us. And now we, of course, are nervous. A lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us are nervous because we don't have a job and the income's not coming in like it normally does. What we are used to has changed. But that is a good time that we should learn to put our trust in you and spend the time with you. And so we're doing that, and we're asking you to bring us a job quickly. In Jesus' name, bring us the right job. Amen.
Amen.
All right. All right. So, Jim, we were talking about WhatsApp. Now, is it fair to say when someone, if you get a communique on WhatsApp from some recruiter, should we automatically feel like it's an element of distrust that we should have for that, or
Yes. So
I thought you were going to say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
to me is I haven't found a legitimate one go through there. If they're not willing to give me a regular phone number and a regular company email address and say we only communicate via WhatsApp, due to confidentiality, we only communicate via WhatsApp. My boss doesn't use a computer; she only uses WhatsApp. Any of that kind of pressure to go there, that's a red flag. Again, ABC Corporation that's legitimate and big out there and is really recruiting, they're not using it unless specifically if they're doing some recruiting overseas, there's some cultural needs to use the tool culturally when they're recruiting overseas. But boy, that is such a small and rare situation.
That I appreciate you telling us that, because I got actually, I was talking to a job seeker, an executive job seeker that had that same thing run past them yesterday, and I told them scratch it off. They couldn't even find the people on LinkedIn, and so I'm like, keep moving, and anything that comes up that sounds a little shady. You know why it sounds a little shady? Because it's a little
Because
shady.
it probably is.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, guys, we're going to do something today that we have not done before, and we should have, because Mez represents what we're talking about. So, many of you guys saw the job or the show announcement that I sent out, and I was talking about a job, a career pivot. Now, we have Desiree Martinez that's with us, and Desiree has been in the finance. Oh my goodness, you've been in the finance field forever, up to a director level. You've hired a lot of people. You have managed, you've been an executive leader in strategic partnerships and finance, and business transactions, and all that sort of thing. But you
I
know what?
know.
Desiree knows that, but she knows that there is a different application for her out there that she might enjoy a little bit something different. She doesn't hate what she does, guys. So if you have a need in the arena where she's been, I suggest you guys go to her LinkedIn profile. If you have a need for that, call her, contact her, and talk to her. She is our job seeker today. But and the reason that I brought up Mez was because Mez, for 10 years, was in oil and gas. And she was, Mez, can you hear us? Can you still interact with us? Yeah, we're still having, I hate it when we have technical difficulties. So, but anyway, Maz was in oil and gas. Maz was a biochemical engineer. She would be the one to figure out what's going on, the substrates and things that they're using to drill and whatever they're extracting from land. Now, Maz, I met her in our HR uh, focus group, and I was thinking, and this was years ago. I said, "What is this lady doing in our HR group?" Well, Pete Hernandez and I
Uh-huh.
had suggested that, you know what, anybody in job search should network with people that are in HR for obvious reasons, because recruiters and HR people started that meeting. I'm a recruiter and an HR person. How about that? And so that is our oldest special interest group. It was found in 2008, and guys, it has been remarkable. We meet first and third Wednesdays on Zoom. And so if you have any interest in joining us, send me an email, call me, just connect with me. I'll get you there. So guys, Mez showed up, and Mez, if you can, if your mic is working, how in the world did you find a project manager job out of what you did?
Can you guys
Well,
hear me?
apparently she's not. Can hear you now. Whatever you're doing, keep
All right,
doing.
guys. I can hear you. But yeah,
Yeah, sit still.
I was like Foster said, 10 years oil and gas didn't come. Sit still. Okay. So 10 years oil and gas, and then got re-overeducated to be an IT teacher in the risk management industry. All the programs, I did every single group that you could possibly think of.
Yeah, you did.
Am I still good? Or are you guys getting all the breaking up?
You still, yeah, it's not even cutting in and out. I'm loving it.
All right, yep. So I did that. But yeah, I got re-overeducated and I went through a federal program and got it paid for. So I have so many certifications, so many Lean Six Sigma, I don't even remember all the certifications I have right now. But now I'm happily landed in a completely different industry, and it's more possible than you think. And when I was applying to jobs, Desiree, what the issue I had was I had to rewrite my resume. I didn't lie, don't make up, but I rewrote my resume to focus on the portion of my jobs. My titles were a little bit different from whatever the IT was. Is basically the same position, right? So you can apply those skills and word it in a way on your resume. It's not as bad or scary as people think. I am very new today because it's nerve-wracking. It's like, not only do I want to do this, but if you didn't like, or if you're like, I'm just burnt out in an industry, it's possible. So kudos to you and your bravery and talking about it too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you, like for a while, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up because I felt like everywhere I landed, although I could do the job and I did it well, it just wasn't me. You know what I mean? Like it was very analytical or very detail oriented.
Right.
And I'm more of a systems level executive leader that builds and improves organizations with that entrepreneurial spirit. So I need an environment that is constantly changing or that has a change environment where that's why I think like IT or banking would be great because they're always changing and evolving with where things are going. But I mean, there's other places out there that I think I could find home. So, we all are using ChatGPT today. So I was like, okay, here's my strengths from Strength Finders. Thank you, South Lake Focus Group and everybody for getting us plugged into that. And also doing a lot of the whole, as Miss Judy says, networking and realizing that, I really enjoy the people side of things. Working with a team, growing and coaching and mentoring people, and taking people through that change. So I'm one of those people that, take ownership for and make things my own. Like if you tell me that's my job, it will get done. Like there's responsibility is like number 1 or 2 on my strength. So you don't have to worry about it. It will get done. It doesn't matter if I have to learn a whole new skill, a trade, like another
Desiree,
industry.
Tell us a little bit. I want you companies to hear where Desiree comes from, because when you do, I think you guys can figure out something that you might want to talk to Desiree about, a need in your company. Tell us, Desiree, better than I was able to do about what you used to do. You know what you used to do better than I did.
Yeah. So for 18 years, I worked for a company called Sodexo. They are a facilities management food service company. And I started as a staff accountant. So I know all the back end books, AR, AP, all that kind of stuff. I also put together financial reporting and everything on the back end for the field folks. But then I was also in the field. So I worked as a controller. I created a new liquor process because we didn't originally serve liquor. And then we took over airline clubs and lounges,
Oh
and
boy.
now we've got liquor, and how do we do this? So I learned how we inventory liquor in the real world and then applied that to, so like I was saying, learning new trades and things. Like, I enjoy that. I enjoy the learning process, and I grow, and I know a lot of interesting, crazy facts. But the basically through that time, I was a controller, a multi-site controller. I managed up to 50 properties at a time, across in this particular case, it was called across airline clubs. I also have worked in the pharmaceutical industry, also in the facilities and the food side, food cost and all of that. I work with operations very closely. I was also involved in creating a whole new, like a new process around waste and waste management, so that we could reduce our waste and increase our, bottom line, which is always very important.
Yeah, that bottom line thing.
And when it comes to liquor and you can't inventory correctly, specifically, we were showing like a 25% product cost on liquor, and we were really only running like a 6% product cost, because the cost of liquor to the amount they sell it for obviously is different. But then I was pulled into facilities management, where that was a whole new business for us. I had to create the whole PO process, because we did not have a PO process. So created that using a database at first, Access database back then. And then also an SAP later on in my career, we were able to implement and get that process rolling. I've worked very closely with various IT projects, and I've started up 3 different, and the whole procure to pay side of things, and working with IT and all of the purchasing departments to make sure that we could push those things through and get what the sites needed. It's just been a whirlwind, but I've also started 3 new departments with that company. One was for healthcare and the financials around healthcare. I also started another department, which was our finance project management department. So managed all finance projects for about 4 to 5 years. And then unfortunately, budget cuts came and I was laid off there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was in 2023. And that's when I met Mr. Foster in that HR group that Mez was talking about. And we headed off. And, yep.
Hey, Desiree, now I'm being a little selfish, but I am a talent acquisition executive. So I can hear talent acquisition in and around what you're sharing with us. You
Mhm.
have hired a lot of people. You've been part of that whole process. I could see you with your background working for, and there's some companies out there. There's one company that's listening right now that specializes in hiring finance and accounting people. Guys, I think if you have a need, I think to hire someone that actually did it, uh, the finance part, to hire them to be the recruiter to come in, and Desiree could probably, because of her personality, that's half the reason I brought her on the show today. She would be able to shake the smoke out of the barrel, boy.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you. And because she's been there, done that, she's had to hire those kind of people.
Mhm.
I've I
And I've had
see.
bad hires and good
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm
You always
seeing.
do.
Uh, yeah.
Yep.
We're talking about a career pivot. Desiree is interested in doing something a little different. She doesn't hate where she's been, but she's interested in doing something different. And I know with all these companies that we have here in Dallas Fort Worth, I know that somebody can think of some need that they have that Desiree could probably help with.
And I am looking for kind of
Mm.
that director,
Mm.
VP, C-suite kind of level position, and kind of the areas would be like operations excellence, transformation, PMO, strategy,
Mhm.
or like org development, recruiting, HR. Those are kind of the areas where I feel like my personality and my strengths adapt to better. I know some of the titles that I've kind of looked into since deciding this is the direction I want to go in are like transformation officer, org development, change management, or like integration type roles. But then also I thrive in an environment that's very change heavy and offers complexity, ownership, and impact. So I want to make a difference. That's part of, my background. I want to make sure that what I'm doing either helps an employee, helps a customer. And one of the other things I was thinking was also kind of like an executive or strategic account exec, where
Oh, okay.
I'm working to
Okay.
build that relationship with existing clients, and potentially expand business for a company with those partners, building that relationship.
So some of the big fintech companies that we have around and things like that,
I'm with
would you have an interest? You kind of feel where I'm going, Maz?
Mhm.
So we've got a number of big financial companies around here, fintech
Yep.
companies, that kind of thing. I think you
Yeah.
would be a wonderful project, of course, project manager, but the business development executive for that kind of thing, to go in there and tell them
Like
this
a
is how we
PMO
do it,
director.
and this is how we do it, and this is why you should hire me to help you get it done.
Yeah, I agree. And fintech is one of the things I have
Mhm.
been looking at. Um, uh-huh. Uh-oh, did we
Uh-oh,
lose her again?
you went
Oh,
away
I was just
again,
gonna ask
Miss.
you what our did. Oh, how about now?
No,
Can you hear
you're
me now?
back. You're back. Yeah.
Okay.
We got you.
So our certifications. So a lot of these jobs will have a list of certifications that they want, and it shows their desire and ambition of actually
Yeah, so I actually hold through PMI a disciplined agile senior scrum master certification. So I am a senior scrum master, and I work in agile. So I did get that certification 3-4 years ago, because I knew I enjoyed projects and I like the technology aspects, and I definitely appreciate constant improvement over a long project that doesn't get us anywhere. It's that change thing, right? So I'd rather have smaller 6-month projects that move things forward than, these long 2-3 year projects that may or may never come to fruition.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot. I saw
Yeah,
that.
with $1 million budgets that never actually come to happen. So
Right. Right. That's awesome. So,
yeah.
um, Desiree,
Mhm.
I can foresee a company grab, like, I want to introduce you to a couple of the principals at Thomas Edwards Group. Now, you guys know, I'm always talking about Thomas Edwards Group, and Thomas Edwards Group is our number one partner, solution providing partner. That solution that they provide is staffing, finding the right people. Now, they started out in the finance and accounting world. They did such a good job as a company of augmenting companies. Ooh, I used a big word, Desiree. Augmenting companies' staffing needs. Uh, they did such a good job. They were asked, "Hey, do you guys hire? I need an HR person. I need and of course, being in Dallas Fort Worth, they're going to be asked, "Hey, do you guys do IT people?" And so they've got divisions of that company that do HR and IT now because of their progress in the finance and accounting arena. But finance and accounting is the thing that started the company. They're well known for that. They're branded for that, and a lot of companies reach out for them. Probably the majority of their work is in that finance arena. I think there's somewhere in that company. I'm going to talk to a couple of the principals because I want to introduce you to, and probably a couple of those principals are listening to us right now. Hey, Sharon, and again, I can't see the chat. They have probably commented in the chat section, but I can't see it. But I want to introduce you. I definitely want to introduce you to Sharon. But there's another couple of people I want to introduce you to in that company as well. I just feel like there's something at that company that would be wonderful for you.
Well, that's awesome. I do appreciate it. And there's a lot of people out there that want to pivot. I've recently ran
Yes.
into like some teachers that are like, oh, I want to go into learning and development. I want to work
Yes.
with adults now, or things like that. And one of the other things that I was considering is also nonprofit, because there is that impact and mission. So a nonprofit where, they might have work with children or diseases that are, of heart with me, where it has a significance or a meaning. I know I've looked at like the Alzheimer's Association, and then there's other, children oriented organizations that I'm also looking at. So.
Oh yeah, I just saw a text from my friend Gerard Roble. He is out. He is a number one networker all across the United States. He's expanded my network, and he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So so is me and Gene Clay and James Claiborne, and of course DeLon Green, Mean Joe Green's son. All of us are big Steelers fans. Well, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for not saying that I'm a Cowboys fan, but I like the Cowboys. But the Steelers are our team, so I want to give those guys a shout out. I'll be with those guys tomorrow, and I will put it on Facebook. So you guys, if we're not friends on Facebook, let's be friends on Facebook, guys. You'd be surprised what we recruiters are using Facebook for in order to find you guys. There's more people on Facebook than there are on LinkedIn. I'm not putting LinkedIn down. Actually, I think I think Microsoft bought LinkedIn anyway. But um, Jim, before we go away, is there anything in our conversation that you'd like to add that you've heard us talking about with Desiree? I love me some Desiree, so I had to bring her on this on the show.
Yeah, two things. One is if you're pivoting, make sure you differentiate pivoting your function versus industry.
Right.
Okay.
And so that's different. Pivoting from a project manager to sales is different than pivoting oil and gas to telecom, as an example. But other than that, Foster, hey, back
That's
to
a
the
good.
fraudsters. Here's my word: trust a little bit less.
That's Jim. Those two things that you mentioned were paramount. Those are awesome, and we're gonna get Desiree, and I'm gonna keep up with Desiree, and wherever Desiree goes, Foster's gonna be right behind her. She has the Pittsburgh Steeler seal of approval as a person. Anybody that comes on this show, guys, has been vetted. They are part of the network, yes, but these are absolutely the most exemplary job seekers that you will find. Dana, Mez, we all endorse everybody that comes on this show. So if the people that come on the show have businesses, reach out, guys, if you have a need for a service that they can provide in that business. Desiree would be an awesome recruiter. She'd be more awesome than me, I guarantee you. But
Well, I appreciate that, Foster.
and you don't have to be a Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
Go Bills.
You like the Bills, huh? See, now we're getting down. That's what I like about this show. We can get down to the nitty-gritty on this show.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. So, Desiree, what was the last position title that because Sodexo was your last thing, was it not?
No, I actually was a consultant with Prime Business Consulting out of Dallas. So I was a consulting management and transformation lead.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we will see you guys next Friday. You know Desiree Grillo Martinez. I love her name. And reach out to either of these people. See you next week.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in